Much better. Okay. Now I can watch Supernatural, and I won't get in trouble for any copyright bullshit. There you go. Boom. And ugh, pull up the right chat. Da da da. There you go. That works. All right. Now this should be showing. Just to double check. Yeah, I'm gonna keep my eye on that for a minute. Yeah, he's telling me it's a Elden Ring. What's Elden Ring? All right, we're good. What do I need by the? Oh, should probably sell my fish. I don't know there. I wish I could separate the audio from the game and my TV show. Because then you could hear the game, but not my TV show. You know. All right, so I'm gonna start with. I don't know. If I go left, I'm going for Tench. If I go right, I'm going for Bream. I want Bream or Tench. I know I can get Bream. I want Tench. And I found out, I don't know, for whatever reason, I'll show you my setup for Bream, or fuck, for Tench. But it, it wasn't like a one-time thing. It became a pattern, and then I set up all my rods or, my rigs the same way, and boom. It was, I guess they're changing their bait again, because Honey Doe's out. They like their cottage cheese. I know that's for Bream usually, but fish don't give a shit. There it is. At least in real life. So, see, at least this game, the only bug really in this game is when you get stuck on objects or against objects, bridges, shit like that. Hang on, I want to fix something over here on my other screen. Oh, and I recently found a bridge that you can stand on. Or not bridge, uh, bush. A bridge. You better be able to stand on a bridge. All right. Okay, so let's see what I got set up here. Let's go for Tench. So, I don't know, I can show you the ground bait. It's not that complicated. I can't make actual Tench ground bait because you need a really high level of. I don't know, the level. They changed a lot since I was playing, but I think that was always true. There's just, I don't know, certain shit you can't get till a higher level. I think sunflower comes up a lot. But anyways, just cottage cheese. I'm doing what? This is clip 10. The fuck? There we go. No, this is 11, 13, and 15. That's it. 11, 13, and 15 clip. Uh, and I'll show you the I'll show you the ground bait. But yeah, so I really like these hooks. So I'm using three different kinds. I have the 10, the 8, and the 7. I wanted the 6 because God knows they love, I don't know. I just remember that being, I mean, why is it sold out too? You know what I mean? It's sold out for a reason. But but yeah, that always seemed to be, because here, look, I had a, well, I only have two now, but yeah, right here, 14 medium six car bikes. Like I'm telling you, six is just a good number in general, but you play around with that, and then you find a good sweet spot. But let's see. I don't know. I've kind of been fucking with the whole area. I've noticed a lot of them. Well, I can't really pinpoint, and I've got them on the left, on the right, and in the middle, even in the open. I, if you go to their information on their whatever uh, statistics, and you go to the fish, tells you about or if you catch a bream, or fuck, I still say bream, tench, you can read about it. It says it has a small mouth, doesn't like wind, avoids the heat, and bottom feeder. And then it mentioned maggots, worms, something else. And I tried all three. Oh, and mussels. That was an awesome noise. Mussels. No, mussels. I don't have mussels, so I couldn't use mussels. But honestly, I was like, all right, look, I do know what does work that I found while I was trying to hunt down bream. Like seriously, that's how I started it. It was like same setup, except for bream I use hooks. I like these. The Simmons Deadly Loop. My favorite is this one. But I've been trying. That's right. I forgot. I was trying these the Rage series on Bream too, and they seem to be working pretty well. So tanks are hit or miss. Every time I say I'm going to show someone how to catch them, it seems to jinx itself. But let's see what happens. I'm gonna watch some Supernatural. Let the fish come to me. I do have the chat, by the way, up in my phone right here. So, but all right, what I missed? What episode is this? Oh, okay. Castiel's mortal and works at a gas station, and he thinks he has a date, but sadly, it's just for babysitting. And apparently, he can't clean a vending machine or soda machine. There you go. Oh, hello. So that's the other unusual thing is I have never caught a bream over here before until earlier today with this setup specifically, which sure it looks like it is designed for bream, but I've tried cottage cheese over here before. I'm telling you, it's these hooks. It's the only difference. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be jibble, Christian. I got bream, common roach, tench. Yeah. Yeah. And then I mean, I've accidentally, with other baits, I've caught. You can get grass carp here. You can pretty much catch any fish here. The only one I haven't found since I've come back to the game after 5 years is eel. Eel used to be, oh my God. You clip it about 9 meters and you throw three lines right there. I mean, find a way to do it again, please. Show me, you know. I've tried everything that I can try. That's the best way I can put it. With my arsenal in front of me, I have given it my best, and I think it's just, hey, I mean that's one of the best parts about this game is it's a fish. They are predictable or not predictable. Depends on the fish. Gibble and Crucian, based on their actual, it says like, oh, they don't really move around. They don't migrate. They find a place, they nest, they stay. That's it. So you will always, if you found Gibble and Crucian, good for you. You will always find them there. Now, depending on how deep and how much space they have, that will change how big they'll get. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Eel though, man. We're gonna go look for some fish are going off. I just heard it. I gotta turn the in-game volume up. Crucian? Yeah. How soon? No, it's still early in the day. I was gonna say because it's cold, but I don't like to go for eel unless, you start. I would say get your shit out of the water and get set up by 2300. And honestly, yeah, the ideal time the ideal temperature is 10 degrees or below. Definitely if there's rain, that's just a plus. You want that pitch black night. But if you're going for eel on this map, you're already taking a risk. So have fun with it and just I'll show you the spot. I'm going to show you what I've been doing. And I hope it pays off. I know the last live video I did, I was like, all right, man, I'm going to show people how to catch this and this today. Eel and bream. No, yeah, eel and bream. And all of a sudden, everything was just dead. And I was like, wait a minute. I do this all day when I'm doing this, that's what I'm doing. And of course, when I want to show everyone, it's like, nope, nope, can't do that, dude. That's for you and I don't know, your God. That's for you and me, myself, and I apparently. But so you know what? I guess what am I trying to say? The odds can only increase if I keep trying. Oh, I remember this episode. Yeah, this is his date episode. And it's the what angel came back and had no idea what the hell to do with it. He gets rid of pain by completely vaporizing. What the fuck kind of I don't care. It's okay. That podcast I was listening to for Supernatural, they said season 9 was the worst season, or at least that's where it gets bad. Now I'm on what? Episode 6. So far every single one I'm hooked on. I'm with a clear state of mind watching it, like I'm okay with it. Understanding their universe, yeah, okay, it all makes sense so far. But this episode, I'm gonna wait and see how I feel when I see the explanation for this angel, because I do remember it was a little stupid. But I do like watching Castiel, as he says, be clean and presentable as a manager in customer service. Eh, if you guys watch Supernatural. If you haven't seen Supernatural, check it out. There's a reason it lasted 15 years and then some. so to speak. What is Elamite? Ancient tongue. I also like that the show uses all. I hate that I say this phrase, but real lore, because lore isn't real. It's lore. Mythological, nonfiction, uh, religious, spiritual, yada yada yada. No basis of proof or evidence, just so to speak. You know, but real lore, it uses our universe's lore in the show very accurately. So like if they're talking about whatever, you pull it up on our Google, not their, universe's Google or whatever the fuck they call it. I think it's just called Search the Web. That's our it's searchtheweb.com. I love it. I'm pretty fucking sure. Oh my God. Great show. All right, so this is slow and it's probably better for Bream anyway, so I'm gonna switch. But I promise you, if you give it patience, what did I get? I think I got before I live streamed Space Spawn, I got 58 fish, and I think so. I actually counted them. I guessed, I told someone in game, so now I feel bad because I was wrong. But I was like, probably 20 of them are tench. No, uh, 12 of them were tench, but still, one, two, three of them. One was 2.4, one was like 1.6, and the other was 1.2, and the rest were like, smaller. Uh, but the fact that I'm finally, dude, this was my jam back in the day because tench still, for their weight and experience, are very valuable fish, regardless of their size. But of course, the bigger it actually goes up. Well, it used to go. I don't know. I think a lot of fish do this, but it goes up. What's the right word? Um, fuck. Uh, it's a math equation. When it goes up exponentially, Jesus fuck. So like you might have one that's 900 grams and it's worth, 50 silver or zero point 0.5 silver. And then you have one that's, only 400 grams more and all of a sudden the price went up a little too much, so to speak. But at least that's how it was. So sorry, I'm watching this show. Or at least I'm listening to it. I've seen the show so many fucking times. I don't really need to watch it anymore. I am enjoying watching it sober. I guess everyone should know that at this point that I am sober now, but it's nice to watch it sober because you do always pick up, well, no matter what, every time you watch something, hopefully you're picking something new up. Otherwise, the fuck's wrong with you? But I mean, are you that mindless? They're just like, yes, A and B and C. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna use the same. Oh, wrong ground bait. Yeah, I gotta switch over to my bream ground bait, and this is just standard green brown ground ground bait. Um, that you can make when you hit N or whatever bound key you have to crafting. So my eel spot is right here. Okay, we're good on that. Okay. So very gently, I try to keep it right here. Like if you can get it in between, honestly, like my OCD says, Anthony, you want to aim right in. I don't give a shit where in between, as long as it is in between that tree and that muck down on the left. So that's, and I've tried so much. I've tried here, and again, if you know anything that I don't, but I've tried here with multiple setups. Nothing. Not once ever. Nothing. I tried right here. Someone actually told me to try right here. Uh, not once ever. I've played around with here, because I mean, look at that. That screams eel, but nothing. And then just down there by the, yep, same fucking idea. Same shit. Uh, but what I've come to find is, yeah, man, when you're standing right here, the bream will move when they die out, when they're done, when they're bored here. I want to check my audio, make sure everything's good. Good. Okay. But, oops. Um, I hate when my phone does this. There we go. What was I gonna say? I don't know, man. Oh, yeah, when the bream die out here, when you're kind of getting kind of, I've noticed, I've been playing with this theory that they migrate, like the game tells you, right? And it's like more to think about, more to do. But hear me out. I ran 3 tests, all the exact same. And well, no, I guess technically it's more than three. Here's what I did. Here's one test right here. And then when I noticed they died there, I moved right here, and they picked up again. And then when they died here, I kept moving, and it was probably about right here, still in this direction. So yeah, no, that makes that makes perfect sense. So I kept in that area, and I moved that way. And to be honest, the fish may have just kept going this way, but I wasn't gonna fucking nope. I'd rather get my ass back over here and I don't know, get set up for eel, maybe burn through some worms, you know. That's the other thing, dude. If anyone doesn't have a shovel, that should be your first purchase. Absolutely. And when you can, do this. I mean, just do it. It's free bait. Today I scooped up, this has never happened before. I scooped up 21 worms in one scoop. I don't know if that's a new normal. I don't I don't know if that's like something that I always could have accomplished, but think about that. I think that, well, if I remember, Jesus, let's see if I could pull this out of my ass. 5 years ago, I think it's like 120 silver for the shovel, something like that. I don't know. I don't know. But it'd be pretty cool if I was close, wouldn't it? But the point is, that should be the first purchase that everyone gets. And if you notice people don't have one, you tell them to get one. All right. I don't give a fuck how much money they want. Get a shovel. You want money? Get a shovel. Now, let's see. Yeah, we're done with that shit. Now look at this. See what I'm saying? I'm trying to help people. Oh, we got something. But it's so quiet, you know? Am I not supposed to live stream this game by some cosmic divine intervention? I'm not allowed to help people fish? That'd be weird. Yeah, that'd be a little freaky because it would prove a lot of weird shit. All right, let's get our energy back first of all. Okay. Yeah, and I did go back to the sausages. So I noticed, yeah, I noticed the kolache, whatever the hell you say. Uh, the donut, essentially. It gives you a lot of energy, like on the bar, but a lot of people don't know this. You get you the food is realistic in this game. So if you're eating bread and sugar, how much energy do you really think you're getting? I don't give a shit if your bar fills up. You're gonna run out of that energy really fast in the game. Go for the meats. And honestly, Krakow sausage, however you pronounce it, it's just solid, dude. And then the tea is the best too because you can fucking make it so cheap and make so much of it. And it really is good energy. Anyway, I heard you. Yeah, there you are. Another tiny ass little shithead. All right, so I don't know. What do I want to do? If I'm striking out on my two spots, because I'm live streaming, of course, I want to go back to Bear Lake, but those fish are so big. Fuck, man. It's a risk. That's a huge risk. Because if you can't just throw three rods into Bear Lake willy-nilly. If you see one go off and it pulls hard, you better reel in the other two. I could. I'm not against it. I don't know. I don't know. Who's watching right now? What do you think? Should we go for some fat ass fish just for the fuck of it? Probably won't even be worth it. You know what I mean? No, you know what? No. No, 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 no. I want quality, not quantity, not size. I want quality. I want eel. I want tench. I want to get back to barbell. Oh my God, or barbel. I don't know how to pronounce it, but barbell. What else was really good? Let me move the. Actually, I don't give a shit. It's fishing. I was gonna move the camera so you can see the weather, but well, maybe I should. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta move it for every fucking game you're gonna, or when I switch to a podcast. It's like, all right, well, I actually already have those set up, but so we'll do that. It's gonna mess with me, actually. I remember. It will, because Simon keybound the cameras, the pages, so I might as well do this. Oh, so tomorrow I work from 8 to 4 or 8 a.m. to 8 to what is it for you non-Americans? I'm trying to 16. Yeah. 1600 hours. But then I don't work till 2:30 p.m. or I'm done with your numbers. I don't, but I have 22 hours in between Thursday and Friday where I don't work. I can only sleep 5 hours. I don't have a choice. My body, I think we have a pretty good communication going on. I need 5 hours of sleep, but I do get tired like everyone else. So it's just a weird. So I gotta like end work at 4, stay up for a little bit, burn some energy, and then take a nap. And it could be a nap or it could be that full 5 hours we discussed. It's up to my body. And no more either, really. I actually did I showed it on a live stream. I was easily able to prove my sleeping habits based on when my last fish was caught. Or yeah, or you know what I mean? It was interesting. But so but I get tired like everyone else. I'm not fucking, I'm not the Energizer Bunny. I just don't require that much sleep. But I do get tired. So within that 24 hours, I need another sleep session. And one is 5 hours, one is usually 2 or 3 hours, because I don't need that much sleep. But one thing's true. It's annoying and interesting and awesome at the same time. Because I get an extra day off. Really. That's how I see it. I don't give a shit what time it is. I don't care. Time is so fucking relative, it doesn't matter. I mean, I, so I enjoy every fucking moment of it. It's 22 hours. I get a third day off for no goddamn reason other than, oh, we want you to work the later day. Like we need, you know, you said you were willing to take any shift. So you're just gonna have to be okay with 2:30 to 10:30. And I'm sitting here literally when they said that to me. I was like, okay. I mean, like, yeah, I don't care. So I'm the perfect guy for that, fit. Sign me up. Yeah. So I don't know, it comes with its perks and its more perks. It's kind of like being an empath, and I have to fucking suffer when I hear him suffer or have a bad day, whether I want to or not. But you know what? The outcome, I'll tell you the outcome, and it makes me very happy. I don't know. He's been having a couple rough days, a few rough days. You know, tinnitus kicks in. Like I don't want it's his business. He's already talked about it on our, off the clock shit, but today I just asked him. I was like, I don't know, because we're back to work tomorrow. We got the same days off. How was your day? Um, Hang on, let me. It was good. Breakfast with blank and blank. Got shopping done. Hang out with both blank and blank was good. Watched Boba Fett. Oh, I was gonna say there's not a new season, is there? If there is, sign me up. But I'm pretty sure that was a one-time deal. Watched Boba Fett and rewatched Revenge of the Sith. Is there a new season? Revenge of the Sith. So actually pretty good. I don't remember. Uh, Good. Cool. I don't like seeing people have bad days. I know the feeling. I know exactly what kind of day he was having over and over again. Oh, good. All right. Yeah. All right. I need to grab. Oh, and again, with the whole shovel thing, every time you see that your food and whatever and energy are up, grab some worms or algae or whatever the fuck you want. I mean, honestly, once you want those big ass fucking carb, that's the one you want. The blood, it gets bloodworms at first, then it gets mayfly larva. Whatever, it slowly gathers more and more shit, but then you get algae, and it's called bunch of algae. That's it, bunch of. I guess it makes sense. It's a bunch of algae. So that makes sense. There you go, finally. Now maybe the bream are gonna hit. Yeah. Trying to make me a liar in front of my two viewers. Gosh. Um, no, but the algae, when I came back to the game after 5 years, I was like, okay, I see this, and I remember I needed to farm this and I wanted to farm this, but I don't remember why. And then it all started coming back to me, and it's Sura, dude. Sura River. That is, I mean, the fish people pull out of there are larger than trucks still. And I'm not even close to ready for what could come out of there. None of us are. And none of anyone I know is. I mean, this game just keeps evolving. I mean, but it's fishing. That's the best part. I'm not having to worry about where I'm going in space and like what's wrong with bugs in a game. No, dude, you know what I'm doing right now? I'm watching Supernatural and I'm fishing. And the best part about fishing, if you're a real fisherman, which I am, first fucking thing that happened after I was adopted, my uncle took me on a boat in a fucking pond, big ass pond, bass fishing, bluegill fishing. Oh, there we go. All right, so it's starting to pick up a little bit. All right, here we go. I'm gonna guess more than nope. No. Hit one. Come on, hit one. This is my lighter. Yeah, so by the way, this is my little pussy rod. 14.5. It's why is it weak? I know there's a reason why it's weak. Oh, it's the rod. Yeah, whatever, I don't care. I don't know. It's shorter than the other two, so the middle one's obviously the longest. But I noticed I don't know. Yeah. But it's also, even though it has a strong reel, it's just I don't know. I also don't know. Ooh, maybe someone can answer this for me. What is quick shit? What's a quick shit? I have a feeling we all know what that is. It's a quick shit. Where was I going? I. Quiver tip. Quick shit. What the hell is a quiver tip? I have I 14 grams, 20 what? I don't know what that means. Enough said. I mean, really. Oh, whoops. Forgot. I want to leave your chat open so I can. I put my my arm up and then didn't put it back down, and thus resulted in that. That was fun. Oh, that was kind of like when you miss a step. Fuck, man. I missed like this entire episode. That's alright. But I wanted to see if I would like the episode. That's what I'm trying to. So someone's really criticizing season 9 in a popular podcast. I want to see why. So, like I said, so far I'm digging it, but I'm only on episode 6. Oh, fuck me. It's time to switch over to eel. Go, 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 go. Okay. Oh, I did make it easy for myself. Okay, so this is also really good setup because you don't have to keep switching your hooks, or your line, or your leaders. Just your eyesight. Eel. Here we go. All right. All right. Yep, that's fine. I see you. I see you. It's just a kind of balanced, if you're trying to, well, for this spot. All right. 1.28. All right. Or 29 rather. I trying to be quick because the window is very slim. All right. I'm gonna do another one on this end or side of the tree. So really not that far at all. Oh, good timing. Got another fish. Not a great size, but whatever. I'm not really concerned with that right now. I gotta make more fish pieces. Yeah, that's not. Oh, oh, that works. Okay. All right. Now, I have a theory, but again, this is a theory. The game tells us two things, and I say this every time I live stream when I'm going for eel. The game tells us don't make noise. So, first of all, I don't know if that means if you have a microphone plugged in, we're not being told, but it can hear you. I don't know if that means if you're walking, it can hear you. I don't know if that means if you're just simply near this shit, it can hear you. So, I was like, fuck it. I'll do this. Now, I have four lanterns that I usually put out, like just for fun, or it also just adds to the, what do you call it? It helps. It does. It lights up when you're too far away, it lights up. Doesn't matter. I got rid of those and I do this. I turn this off, I go away, I zoom in. I don't know. I think you have to buy binoculars. I thought that you were given binoculars when you first start the game, but I have a feeling maybe that's not true. And maybe I chose to buy them. And that actually, like, the more I think about it, I'm like thinking, oh, yeah, that sounds like me. Eh. And if it exists, I should probably have it, maybe. But so this is my eel method for this spot specifically. We got 9.1 on the temperature. It's new morning just started. It is raining, so this is prime time, man. This is what we want. The problem is eels are programmed to be dicks. They're actually pretty interesting. They they don't fight. They don't fight, but they're strong. They got that wiggle. You know what I mean? They got that eel wiggle. But really, they do. I mean, I guess that makes sense, but like honestly, it's just like, dude, you weigh nothing and yet you appear uh, to be massive. Excuse me. Now, let's hit this appropriately this time. I say as someone else joins. Don't worry, it's legal. It's Delta 10, blah blah blah. Indiana, I don't care. Who does? But I don't know. So when this night's over, I'm gonna stay for Bream. So sometime, or should I burn through some of my worms? I really want to get rid of it. It's like free bait. Okay, maybe you guys can help me. What could I catch? Because now I'm thinking I want to make fish pieces, right? What can I waste my worms on that I could get over a kilogram? Something that'd be chopped up. Obviously, let's see. Because the only difference I'll need is what hooks will I be using and what ground bait will I be using. And where I'll be casting. Okay, really. What are all of the answers to all of the questions to everything ever? No, I'm just trying to figure out. Like, I do want to. I don't want to waste good bait, but I do need to make more fish pieces. Because the eel's where it's at. All these new maps have come out. I want to experience them. And that requires leveling up. But I forgot how long that takes. So let's look for eel. Quarry is not a bad map, by the way. I mean, Quarry is a great map if you are okay with. This is more engaging to me than trolling a lake with spin fishing. Literally, it just feels like there's no skill involved. I'm not figuring out what hook to use or what bait to use or the location. All I'm honestly doing is looking away from that monitor while that boat hits a wall, and then I turn the boat and move on until I hear the noise. We all know that noise. Yeah, that wasn't a bad impression. I'm not gonna try it again. But yeah, and then you turn around. Actually, honestly, I got so casual with it, I didn't even fucking bother looking. I was just like, all right, while I'm watching my show over here, I hit one and then hit R. Hit two, hit R. And if it doesn't go crop, 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 like your reel has been locked because you have a fish. Well, then I know that it's still trying to. So I'm like, okay, moving on. Don't give a shit. Eh. I mean, it's. I do love Kuori. I don't give a shit. But it did get me. I'll show you. It, where the hell did they go? Oh, here you are. Got me two of these, maybe three. No, I got two of them. And I'll tell you what. Even now, for Kuori, Kuori. Uh, you follow that fish. I mean, you're good to go. Uh, you just wait out the fight. You make sure your energy's high. It could be twice that, and you'll catch it. I mean, it's a solid 4,000 size. Yeah, I'm gonna do this, but first, I want to watch this. All right, hold. All right, so I'm gonna mute myself real quick because no one likes hearing people cough. All right, I figured this is more entertaining than nothing. I mean, yeah. I mean, great temp, great weather, calm, early. Every time, I think that's, you see, it doesn't bother me that I'm not catching eel. It's like, yeah, that shit happens all the time. I didn't put in over 1,000 hours in this game and catch a bazillion eel. No, I mean, it's like a pain in the ass. But the frustration is trying to show people how, but all they're gonna see is, oh, you're full of shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's my takeaway, is I'm trying to help. All right, let's see what happens. But we're gonna have to mix it up. I don't know. Trying to think of what other spots I've hit recently because there were, someone showed me, yeah, he was doing that there, 26, 27. I didn't catch anything there, but I kept seeing him pull them out, and he proved and described it to me exactly. 26, 27, and it was like right out of the gates, you know what I mean? Quite literally, like, that's not a metaphor. I mean, you leave town. I think it was, you leave town and you take a right, and I think, I'll have to check, but 26, 27. He was pulling, dude, 2.6, 2.7. I mean, he was pulling big ass eel. And it wasn't like you saw his name once. I mean, you could tell by the frequency in which he was getting the eel, you could tell that he was struggling to reel him in. Because I actually found him in a different section of the map. And when he said I'm at 20, I caught it at 27, 27. I was like, at first I was like, there is no 27. That must be in the water. Is that where you're casting or is that where you were standing? I'm asking you where you're standing, and he's like, oh yeah, 27, 27. And so I really had to fuck around with the map and figure out what the hell he was talking about. But again, I'm geographically fucking challenged, so I've finally I figured it out. I mean, I understand. Luckily I know math, so it's like really it's just X and Y coordinates. I hate thinking in that way, and ugh, it just I don't know. Cool, fine, whatever. But it's just like why not just say like you have the map? Why not say F40 or F40? Sure, F40 if there's an F40. But I like okay, I guess it goes back to what I was saying before. I'm a visual learner. I guess that's on me. That is how I learn. I'm very visual because then when I describe things, but that's not fair because I can describe things both by I literally tell them, let's say 27, 27. I'll say 27, 27. That's usually where people stop, right? That's it. And then you're sitting there thinking, okay, and then what? And so then you have to ask probing questions, like, and you have to be polite because like you want the information, but you're also confused, like, well, that doesn't you should know that doesn't help me, right? Like, uh, but so I actually went through this today, and I went through this very long process of a conversation with someone, and I could tell that English wasn't his first language. Obviously, I mean, dude, I'm up at like time is it right now. Well, no, this is normal, but yeah, I'm up at weird hours. That's how I know most of you. But what the fuck was I gonna say? Yeah, that kicked in. Um, oh, I was trying to break down this conversation with him. All right, so 27, 27, sure. And I was like, okay, so I'm at 27, 27. I see a log. I see a tree. I see lilies. How far out are you casting? What kind of hooks? I'm asking all. And he goes, lilies. Okay, okay, but there from 27, there's lilies to my left, and I think it was right in like there was some that there were some right in front of you, but it almost seemed too shallow, and I was like, huh. So does he mean these? Oops. I fucking hate this. Dude, I'm gonna explain this one day. I'm gonna fucking bitch about this on our next podcast, actually. Um, this is the headset that they give us for work, but I'll just say it right now. Why would and the work our company didn't do this, but whoever, why ever? Yeah, why not? Why ever they chose these? Their mute button, which is perfect, is right here, right? But right next to the mute button is a button that can end the call that you're on. So if you accidentally touch that while working, well, let's just say you better be silver-tongued. You know what I mean? No, I'm just saying, really, you better be able to communicate with the customer. Like, oh, I'm so sorry. Honestly, I've never, I love, I love that I'm always so honest with my customers. I don't see the point in lying. I mean, I can't, I'll never be an amazing salesman because I can't lie to my customer. You can't tell me my job is to help the customer and then convince me that lying is, you can't, I'm sorry, but I'm not stupid. And it's nothing against any company because all businesses do it. It's marketing. It's that's business. So like I said, I can't ever be an amazing salesman because I can't lie to my customer. I no. I have too much respect. Jesus. Yeah, that shit did kick in. I'm having like philosophical monologues. Dude, I think about this shit all day, every day. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause I have to. I have a wonderful job. I love it so much. But like, if I really wanted to advance, I just, well, I don't want to stay in sales. I want to do either training or if they have anything I could use my communication degree in, that would be wonderful. Like, I'm trying to help. I'm bouncing ideas. Let me rephrase that. I'm bouncing ideas back and forth with someone above me to rewrite, which neither he nor I have any control over, but we're bouncing ideas on a new scripting that came in because it's just not written quite right. And him and I have some good thoughts, and he said he would take it up, even further than him. I thought he was the big kahuna, man. He's my boss's boss. But no, it was a good conversation. And what I love about my company, not that anyone gives a shit, is they really do care about you. And they care about what you're saying. And they respect you as well as they can in their own way. You know, some people are more sarcastic, some people are more stagnant, stale. Some people are enthusiastic, some people are um, wild, ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like, but they all share one goal, which is these are the kind of people, the ones that stay with this guy. I wish I could tell you who I worked for, but I'll tell you they're old, very old. Um, and there's a reason that's why they're so successful. But very old, very old. But the level of respect that they demand out of you and that they expect out of our customers and that they expect from themselves, you know what I mean? It's a well-oiled machine that makes sense. But, there are times where, the pieces always change. Things are always evolving, changing. Those are when it gets fun and freaky. It actually is terrifying. Whenever we're guinea pigs for something, that's where work gets scary. But that's the job we signed up for. But as far as the company, beautiful. I don't know why I'm even talking about this. Why am I not catching anything? I'm trying to show you people how to catch eel, and I can't even. All right, well we're done with. Well, it's still cold. It's cold, but it's late. Usually you go from 0 to 5, whatever the hell you guys call it. I'm not judging anything or anything like that. It's just, that's my universe is 12 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 12, a.m. p.m. I really wish this one bothers me. I'm okay with the time thing. Because if you want to switch to 24 hours, it is very simple fucking math. But I really wish that America learned the metric system or was raised or you know what I mean? Was taught the metric system. Like I wish I grew up being taught. I mean, fine, if I was in that I'm about to turn 35 next week. So, if I'm in that generation where like maybe it would make sense to fucking transition, like fine, teach me both. But I wasn't. I mean, I learned as much as I could from the metric system from fucking video games, and I love that and my parents who are in a whole other generation because they're actually much older. I'm adopted, and I was adopted when I was 6, so they're 70. They're both 71, so yeah, they're twice my age. I mean, more than twice my age, um, but their generation is much different too. And when video games became popular, it was just chaos. And it didn't matter how innocent the game was. It was just, it's evil. It's a distraction. That was my favorite, my dad's favorite line. Oh my God. I have so many, I have so many close, close and best friends in my life that know this all too well. Oh, shout out to Francesca, especially. Everything and everything is a distraction. That was my dad's go-to line when I was growing up. Video games are a distraction. Girls are a distraction. Drinking is a distraction. I mean, look, I'm not saying he was wrong about all of them. All right, look, but I'm just saying, uh, Jesus, why do you need to sleep over at your friend's house? You're too old for sleepovers. This is a distraction. Okay, first of all, Dad, this isn't a sleepover. I'm crashing at his house for the night. Okay, this isn't like we're watching Barney and having cake. Like, what is wrong with you? Sleepovers. Sleepovers. Yeah. I mean, no, we were doing land parties, you dick. But no, he's in his own little world, and that's fine. I mean, he's that's the world that he was raised in and came out of, and he found a safe place and stuck with it. And when things changed, he said, "Nah, dude, I'm good here." And that's acceptable, you know what I mean? Like, you have a right to do that. Like, I mean, he handled it not very well, but guess what? I got that fucker into TV shows, so hell yeah, I win. Love him. I love him to death. He really is, honestly. I have the greatest parents on the planet. I'm just gonna say it. It makes no sense. They're I can't no one I mean I'm sure this is true with everyone, but I can't agree with 100% of the things they do say or believe in, but what they've accomplished and done for me, who I've become, obviously I have to give myself the most credit. That's the hardest thing to say. I know it sounds cocky, but it took me forever to say that. So I'm just gonna have to accept it. But I believed for the longest time everyone else was doing the work for me and I was nothing. But I chose to do what I do. But they forged the right path. God, dude, I was born out of chaos. That's why change is so easy for me. I've moved 16 times in my life. 17, sorry, this was number 17. But, um, and I was adopted when I was 6. I don't know my birth father. My stepfather was physically, mentally, verbally abusive. Don't know shit about my heritage other than what was on my birth certificate and blah, 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 blah. I mean, dude, I don't even know who the fuck I am. But here we are. And I love who I am. That part I know is true. So, I like change. I welcome it. My dad's terrified of change. My mom's okay with it. Yeah, she still holds on to some inch. Yeah, she's cool. She's awesome. But uh, it's yeah, I don't know. Like when coronavirus happened, dude, they said you gotta work from home, you gotta do this. And I was like, okay, so wait. What you're telling me is I no longer have to drive to an office, sit around a bunch of weird people that I cannot connect with because I don't have the time to, and they're probably never mind. Doesn't matter. But not at this job. I love this job. The people I work with this job are awesome. But Continuum, I will say out loud, is a horribly managed company. Uh, Continuum was my previous employer. Uh, but anyway, you're saying I get to work from home, and I literally game, love my TV shows, do my research, have my podcasts. Uh, whenever I'm trying to learn about something new, I do it here. And now you're saying I can also work here. That's a-okay with me. All right. What the hell are we doing, man? This is ridiculous. Oh, poor Castiel. No date for you. Oops. Nope, don't need to do that anymore. Let's try something. Let's. Okay. Fuck it. This was what, round two we did. We tried for. Oh, no. We'll try for Bream one more time. Yeah, this is actually pretty good for Bream. Are you saying I have some? Oh, you sleeper. All right. Let's go ahead and try for Bream one more time. And if this is not good, we're going back to the boat, to the pond, the boot. Yeah, I kind of monologued my way through that whole Supernatural episode. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I was apparently born for talking to myself. Let's see. What was I doing? Oh, yes. All right. That's all right. Yeah, yeah, he killed the purple or the pink dude, whatever. Yeah, he exploded pink. Yeah, he couldn't understand how. What was it? Oh, he was some angel that's ironic. We're just talking about empathy. He's an angel that felt straight up empathy. So if like you felt pain, he would the only response he knew was I will end your pain and he would totally vaporize you. But then when he came down and fell out of heaven, he was like oh my God, yeah. All he felt was all like, dude, every single one of us experience pain all the time, especially emotionally. And even if it was the dumbest reason, he was like, don't worry. You didn't like the flavor of that cupcake? They're dead. You no longer feel pain. Oh my God. And he couldn't understand or manage that. And then they had to kill him. LO's not LOL. That's sad. He just didn't. That's the problem. Like, see, they're hating on this season, but like so far, it's like, dude, I like it. It's kind of interesting that they're like, yeah, here's what happens when angels are alone. No, not only did they lose their purpose, now they lost their wings. They're stuck on Earth. They don't have any fucking objective or goal, and that's all they've ever known is someone tells me what to do and I do it. They don't understand free will. So I say this is interesting. Oh, I remember this episode too. Yeah, go fuck that podcast. So far, the season's fine. No, better than fine, actually. I don't know. You can always nitpick and find loopholes, cracks, story. What's it called? Story uh, plot holes, not loopholes. Plot holes. So, I mean, I don't know. Why would you take a show that lasted and survived and successfully made it 15 years and then shit on it? It's like, okay, you have the right to. It's just interesting. I'll tell you this, the podcast was amusing. So, hey, it caught my attention. It is funny listening to the files. Or they do comment on, like, when shows, I do hate when shows do this. I can't remember. The first time I ever saw this, was it Galaxy Quest? Someone, it was like, well, my character's smoking, but aren't we on a space station? How can I smoke a cigarette if I'm on a space station? What if we all blow up? And he's like, oh, don't worry. The writers will just write something in like, good thing we have that so and such machine. And it's like, and I heard that as a kid in this movie. I hope I can't, I think it's Galaxy Quest that I heard that in. That was an amazing movie. But, but I never forgot that. Like, I don't know. I've always been really interested in like film and how it's made and shit like that. And but that's true. Like when you're writing, writing, I don't give a fuck about. I truly care about like the writing, the story, the story. Life, literally, I've been saying this for years. Life is a combination. It's the stories you can tell, and I can't remember the second part, but it's my own quote, and I can't remember it. But it is definitely the stories you can tell and share. That's for sure. And the choices you make, that's what it is. It's the choices you make and the stories you can tell. D-Dog. Oh man. And I have found that when you make the right choices, you end up with a podcast studio in your loft. Just saying. In a loft, in a house that you have. Just saying. Choices. I know, right? I'm fucking, I'm just diving into it, man. We're fishing, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Who cares? I'm watching Supernatural and thinking while I'm waiting for fish. Who gives a shit? I hear the bells, but I don't see the. Uh, Probably not, huh? Not yet. This is woo, cold. Got the chills. This is a good episode. Dean goes to a reform school as a kid. Oh, tell you, man, beanie great, but you cover the back of your neck. I mean, 'cause my fan's on, so it makes sense, you know. But cover the back of your neck and feels good, much better. Brim. No, darn. Dude, it's kind of bad luck, man. I mean, it's no, I mean actually no, it makes sense. It's what I call Anthony luck, actually. It's always ironic. I wish it was coincidental, but it's not. Okay, it probably is. But I just think it's funny. I call it Anthony luck. Whenever I just jinx myself all the time. Yeah, let's live stream fishing and totally show how to do this and that. No, nah. Let's play Spacebound 2 and just do one mission, please. 2 hours and 50 minutes later. Nah, nah. Uh, that's all right. You know what matters? I'm happy. Man, why is it all these gibble gibbles? Gibble gibbles. What's up? I mean, I'm straight up targeting Bream. I mean, I could switch back to the other hooks. Well, yeah. Let me try that. Ugh. Except my phone's in the way. There we go. I can't see. All right, we're gonna do that, but since it's already being fickle, we're going to switch it up. See, that's the Dean we liked. Yeah. So as the child actor Deans and Sam's, the kid from the one where Dean was sent to a boarding school or a boys' school, whatever all the names, but that's the one that stuck. Ugh. Because the other ones could not act. Oh God, yeah, that one was gone after one episode. They never used him again. Oh my God. Yeah, we're gonna stick with ones on the thick ass motherfuckers, but we're gonna switch out the baits. Um, so I got the first one on cottage cheese, I think, and then. Damn it, I have to go to bed. Kind of want ice cream a little bit. Well, that's an easy way to get Gibble or Crucian. Semolina. Yeah. Sometimes I get Tench on Semolina, but I don't know what to say. I mean, I tried again, man. Tried again. I don't know. Let's see. Obviously, Gibble Jibble, always easy. Crucian, always easy in the boot. In the boot. The pond. Um, You saw how and where I get eel. I don't give a shit if I got them or not today. Oh, well, today I did, but right now, I mean, I didn't. but you saw how I set it up, where I did it, my strategy, my superstitions. Bream, this is a no-brainer, which is why it's blowing my mind. But, that cottage cheese. And same with the tench over by the boot. Same, literally, how I set up my Bream is how, go back in the video if you need to see it. Over by the boot, I'm getting tench over there. I'm promise you. And I will get it on the live stream when the RNGesus favors me. But yeah, I don't even change. It's 11 clip, 13 clip, 15 clip. The rest you can go find through the video. But I gotta go to bed. I got work in the morning. But I'll be back because because I'm back. I'm back to live streaming. So this will be fun. And I'm starting to learn a lot more this time around since 5 years ago. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go sell some fish. You guys have a good night. We will be on Saturday for Thought Bubble podcast with us, and yeah, that's it. You have a good night.